Welcome to Lesson 1. In this lesson, we'll explore a powerful concept called the Confidence-Competence Loop. Have you ever noticed how the more skilled you become at something, the more confident you feel, and how confidence then fuels even greater competence? This loop is fundamental to leadership success, and today you will learn exactly how to leverage it practically in your own career. So the confidence-competence loop is a self-reinforcing cycle where increased competence leads to greater confidence, which in turn enhances competence. Imagine it as an upward spiral, where competence comes from you developing skills through practice, constant practice. Confidence comes when your improved skills make you feel capable and assured. And then increased confidence motivates you to take even more action and practice further. That creates growth, which is continued action that deepens competence, reinforcing the cycle. And this powerful feedback loop explains why some leaders rapidly excel. They've learned consciously how to harness this cycle. And I want to demonstrate to you that it's actually a universal challenge for most leaders. For example, let's look at Sheryl Sandberg, the CEO of Facebook and the author of Lean In. She has openly shared her struggles with self-doubt despite her exceptional achievements. In her book, she writes about feeling like an imposter. Even as a member of the Phi Beta Kappa group society, which is society at Harvard, she said, every time I took a test, I was sure that it had gone badly. And every time I didn't embarrass myself or even excelled, I believed that I had fooled everyone yet again. And one day soon, the jig would be up. Who feels the same? Sandberg's experience highlights how even the most accomplished individuals can feel disconnected from their success. However, she overcame these feelings by focusing on building her competence through consistent and constant effort and by recognizing her achievements over time. And I'd like to bring extra attention here to celebrating your success. As most leaders do, they are oriented for achievement, achieving your goals. They see the vision. And so what happens is that once you achieve a goal, you're like, oh, okay, good job. This is what I kind of expected of myself. What's next? So often what happens that you don't even take time to celebrate yourself, to honor your achievement. But it's actually crucial. It's a crucial aspect of building more confidence in whatever you do. Another key factor here is consistency. Consistency isn't about perfection. It's about commitment. Your success isn't built in big moments, it's built in small moments. When you choose to show up again and again, even when no one is watching, even when no one believes in you, every small action you take consistently reinforces your competence, which fuels your confidence. Each time you show up, even when you're unsure, even when it feels uncomfortable, you strengthen your self-belief and you prove to yourself that you are capable of growth and change. Think of consistency as a promise you keep to yourself. Every time you follow through on that promise, your subconscious mind learns to trust you more and more deeply. And that trust creates an inner foundation for self-belief, making confidence feel natural rather than forced, as natural as you breathe. Consistency compounds and small actions create massive results over time. I'm going to repeat it again. Small actions create massive results over time. Now, I'd like to take you through an actual practice to create your loop, to initiate your loop. So I'd like you to take a piece of paper and a pen and go through this exercise with me. So step 1, I'd like you to clearly define one specific skill or area you want to improve. Perhaps public speaking, negotiation, or strategic decision making, whatever it is for you. Just take some time to really think, what is it that you want to improve right now? Okay, now step number 2. Identify small actions or tasks that you can start immediately, that slightly maybe stretch your current abilities but remain achievable. Like, we don't want to go into a zone of panic. Take something within your stretch zone, making sure it goes beyond your zone of comfort. And just remember that small actions, small wins create momentum. So what are the small actions that you are going to take? And now, step number 3, schedule regular practice sessions. They can be daily or weekly, depending on what you're doing. Can be several times a week. Just choose how often you're going to do it, but make sure it's consistent. So take some time to schedule those sessions. So take some time to think when you would like to do it, and then make sure you book it in. Book it in your calendar. Okay. And then step number 4 is something that you're going to do after you practice. After each session, you're going to reflect briefly on how it went and ask yourself questions. What went well? And you're going to celebrate yourself for that. The next one would be, what did I learn? And finally, how my confidence shifted. By consciously tracking your progress, you will be able to reinforce the loop in a very effective way. What is very important to bring up here is that most likely you will feel internal resistance to doing it. And sometimes this resistance can be very strong. What's going on is that the purpose of our subconscious mind is to keep us safe. So if on some level you believe that it's unsafe to do it, that it can be dangerous for you in any way, then there will be all possible excuses, explanations, circumstances as to why you can't do it, or don't want to do it, or don't have time to do it, not capable, and so on. So you're going to acknowledge that with love and compassion, and then just say, I'm going to keep doing it anyway. remember, you gotta do it despite fear. Being courageous doesn't mean having no fear. It means having fear and keep doing it despite fear. Every successful leader I've coached has faced initial discomfort. And by taking small steps consistently, you build resilience and momentum, transforming initial hesitation into lasting confidence. So let's recap today's lesson. Competence creates confidence. Confidence reinforces competence. And it's a powerful upward spiral you want to go into. Start small but consistent. Consistent action overcomes fear. And then reflect regularly to reinforce growth. Your call to action today is simple yet very transformative. You're going to choose a specific area right now and schedule your first practice session. And make sure you do it within 48 hours. Commit yourself fully. Your leadership journey begins with this single step. And I'll see you in the next lesson.